All right. God holds you back for character flaws. This is what I really think is the truth here. I'm sure you've been in this waiting season if you're watching this, or you've experienced this where life just is not working out, okay? I'm almost positive that it's due to character flaws, okay? It's due to the fact that if you got that thing now, you'd fuck it all up. You would mess it all up. Your ego is too big. You're not humble enough. You have a spending problem. You're struggling with, you have not conquered lust. You have not stopped gossiping about people. I genuinely think you are thinking too much about yourself. I genuinely think that God is intentionally holding people back and you're not getting the life that you want because you are not ready for it. Maybe you want an incredibly attractive Latina female, okay? Well, if you got one of those right now, you would not be able to deal with it because you do not have the skills to do that. You do not have frame control. You are not as masculine as you needed to be, all right? Whatever that is, let's just think about that thing that you want. Maybe it's, I want to be a CEO, okay? Well, what? You think God's just going to put a McDonald's worker as a CEO? Does that even make any sense? No. God's holding you back because you don't have the skills and you don't have the character to be able to do that thing. So how can we expedite that process, okay? We expedite that process by, instead of moping around, which I have done, using nicotine pouches and playing video games, we decide, you know what? I'm going to be the best version of myself. Because here's what happens. If you look at some of the stories in the Bible, it becomes apparent that people were given small, insignificant tests, smaller tests, smaller scenarios, and God watches to see how that person behaves in that scenario before they get to a bigger one. So David was a shepherd with like a 12-year-old boy with some sheep, okay? Did he treat those sheep well? Did he do a good job with that? Was he like 100% locked in with those sheep? Or was he worried about, man, I wish I could be king someday? No, he was locked in on those sheep. He took the task at hand and he excelled at that thing, okay? He didn't mope around and was like, oh man, I wish I was a CEO. All right? So, how do we overcome this, okay? What is right in front of you right now that you can do? Maybe it's making the best YouTube video. Maybe it's being the best stock trader. Maybe it's showing up to work on time. I hate showing up to work on time. I never show up to work on time. I hate it. And you know what? I show up to things on time that are important. Work isn't one of them. Maybe that's a character flaw that I have. But God holds you back because you are not prepared, okay? Maybe you are a narcissist. Maybe you lack communication skills. What is that thing, okay? Maybe God would love to give you that attractive person, but every time that attractive person comes up to talk to you, you act all stupid. How about that? Maybe you want that job and you can't show up to the interview on time, okay? Why would, like, everything in your life is a mini test that's like, yeah, is this person ready? Is this person ready? Okay, here's a temptation. Nah, they fell in for the temptation. They're not ready for the promotion yet, okay? You need to overcome those things when they come, all right? You're constantly going to get tests. It's like a game, okay? If you want to get to a bigger, better boss, if you want to fight the Elite Eight, you better beat all of the gym bosses in the Pokemon world first. You can't get to the Elite 8 or Elite 4, whatever it is, until you've beaten all of the previous gym bosses, okay? You need to be able to catch certain Pokemon, level those up before you get to the legendaries. All right? You need to do good with what you have before you get to a better state, okay? Maybe, for example, for me, I need to just show discipline. Maybe it's just a couple years. Hey, you know what? Just so you guys know, I've never missed a YouTube upload. I've uploaded 2 times a week on 3 separate channels all year since I started. Never missed a video. Never missed a video. That's a test. Because you know what? One of my channels gets 0 views. All right? But I still do it, okay? Because I understand it is a test from the universe, okay? Is he going to still post videos if he gets 0 views? It's not about getting views. It's about doing the work and being diligent with what you have, okay? So everything that you get now is a test for future endeavors. Are you going to keep making videos when nobody watches? Or are you going to keep showing up? Because somebody is watching. You know, it says God sees what you do in the dark and brings it to the light. This is not necessarily about God exposing your sin. It is about God seeing, hey, it's more encouraging than anything. Hey, by the way, I saw that you got up and went to the gym at 4 a.m. every single time, even when you didn't feel like it, even when no one was watching. I see that you went out for a run. I see that you gave homeless people food when no one was watching. Whenever whenever that opportunity arose, God sees what's done in the dark and brings it into the light. So he's holding you back because you're probably not ready. You probably haven't been passing the tests. Maybe you just haven't been showing long. Maybe you haven't been doing it long enough. Maybe there's more tests that need to come. Maybe you are in for a big promotion and God needs to ease you into that one. So that's just what I want you guys to think about. Maybe you care about what people think too much. Maybe you have some bad habits. Whatever that thing is, God is just holding you back until you overcome that thing. So let's get laser focused about overcoming that thing and becoming the best version of ourselves right now, because you know what would be the worst possible thing? If you have an opportunity come up in front of your face and you're not ready. That would suck. What if that thing you wanted was in front of your face? You weren't ready. Have a wonderful day, guys.